as I go riding merrily along. Jingle jangle, and they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very far from wrong.
Hello there, Elizabeth. How are you doing today? For a moment there, I thought I was being heard, but apparently not. I have some cam issues that I wasn't able to fix, and so I disabled the cam, and I will keep going from here. And today I will do something different. I will start a Minuteman playthrough with a low-tech patch and absorb as much as I can of the great atmosphere. So without further ado, I will begin. And I do have some updates. I do definitely have some updates for immersive gameplay. Mostly minuscule. But they do add, because I noticed that when I played Perception, I started turning Perception to a dump stat. Mostly because it wasn't there was inconsistency between the slow-mo because of the way slow motion works in Fallout 4, and had to do something new in order to go around it. Because sometimes when I aimed it worked, sometimes it didn't work, and that made things difficult for aiming. Like, it missed the purpose. It actually made it harder for me to aim than not having it at all. So what I did instead, I added the hotkey section. And in that hotkey section, players can now choose how much time they want to slow, their time. And I am going to test it a lot in this playthrough. How was the bombs? Wait, I need to go back. Wait, I need to go back. This is only a memory. I don't want to relive this. Yes, that's the one. Pam, pa pam, pa pam. Copy.
All residents must vacate
Imagine being an icy popsicle like this.
Come on. Oh, God!
Well,
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
so I'm running with a few more mods, and I hope they will not cause me to crash, as I will be testing. So now this is the hard part. I have no idea what I'm going to do other than perception 10, so I'm going to also increase the headshot modifier a little bit. So luck will be 5. Agility, I try to keep it to 6, mostly because of mouse sensitivity. I don't think it has any influence. Maybe I should set it to 5 and check that. It's mostly movement. I like to keep my strength high. Intelligence, I don't want to keep it low. I don't want to make it low. Charisma, I can later improve charisma slowly. So 8 strength is probably a good place to start. I'd say also 8 endurance is a good place to start, which means I have 1 more point to invest. 1 more point. I will go with intelligence actually this time around. Yeah, so this time no min-maxing for me. Pretty balanced. 8 strength and perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility. And because sometimes new players, they watch these mods to explain, so I'm just going to go over it quickly. Strength, influence, accuracy, sprinting speed, and of course your carry weight and melee damage. Perception effects very important for slow-mo, because it affects how much you slow time. Endurance, health, and sprint. Normal agility no longer affect how long you can sprint. Charisma, prices, of course, in dialogue, intelligence, experience gain, and all the important perks. I moved the demolition expert to intelligence instead of perception. Swapped it with Vans. So if you want to craft anything, you need intelligence. Agility, your movement speed, reload speed, which also of course affects your run speed, and sneak luck affects your damage. So no min-maxing for me, pretty balanced go around. And let's now with 5 luck I should still be able to kill raiders with 1 headshot. The differences are bigger the more closer you get to 1 or 10. So if you min-max luck, you will 1 luck, you will suffer greatly. So it is recommended to keep it at least to 5 or 6. But if you push it all the way to 10, which is better if you usually aim for torso, automatic with automatic weapons, then especially if you're a VATS user, because automatic weapons are better for you as a VATS user. And luck will give you about 20% more damage at luck 10. So it's every point you push it higher, and you'll get much better benefit for that. This is actually an interesting note. Should I get 1 more? I did want perception 10, but I will start with perception. The thing is, you have to wait until at least you are level 15 to push things higher. I will keep luck at 6, so that means that when I don't want to lower intelligence yet. And yeah, so no, I don't have, this is I think the first time I don't even have 1 that is 10. And as you can see, pretty balanced chart. And without further ado, let's just add the last name. And let's do it. Open main door. Just going to check one thing if I can see. Just to check, because I can't see the stream on my phone, I can only see the chat. I want to make sure it is working properly. Yeah, okay, everything is good. Let's rock and roll. Oh.
Giant roaches. What the hell?
So you automatically start immersive gameplay at level 10 unless you chose the rough start. With the rough start, you will start at you will start from level 1 with 7 less special points. So it's pretty rough. Well, if you can manage it, if you like that sort of gameplay. I tried to not die. It didn't work for me recently. I died quite a bit also, but I figure out many of my deaths were in the gauntlet, where there was a problem with a hidden mine, which I'm going to fix for everyone, because no one should suffer that sort of fate. Were there more battles here? No. Okay, let's go home. Let's go home. I should start earlier. Good. Good. Didn't hit me. It's good news. Okay, so yeah, there was an issue with the pistol, but it's fixed now. And also, you are less likely to see an automatic 10mm pistol. When you see, I think I changed that. Now it will be semi-auto. Okay, I should ask a question because I see. Let's check something. No. Just going to let the guys know. Small message. Here's my hey guys. If so, at what quality? I can't. This is showing on my dashboard. 2. Okay, so I put on the message. Okay, so I put the message over there, and let's see. So right now I see only one person, which is me, but I can't see the stream itself. And let's rock and roll. So this, I will try to be more calm, although later on with combat I will try to ace through everything. Really? Okay, I need to stop because of the probably the spread. Usually I play with 10 strength, so this is means that now my weapon will have more spread because of 8 strength compared to 10. The difference is quite big. So like sometimes if you're not exactly at the center because of the spread you will miss, so it is important. Oh, this is a bright new Pip-Boy. A blue Pip-Boy. Oh, I still got the girl over there. I thought this guy was a bit naughty at the end. Who can blame him? Being so long here. Gotta have some love. Gotta have some love. Okay. Roboco. Oh yeah, let's open the door. Open the door.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
Let's see what else I can find. No more. A few more bullets. Tag team back again. Yeah. Hey Antonio, how are you doing today? Ah. Misclicked. What quality do you watch the stream? Can you see it on the 1000 like full HD?
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Grognak the Barbarian, Blood on the Harp. That's my favorite edition of Grognak. Every issue of Grognak. I started fooling around with more mods. More and more often, but the biggest difference is and also I feel after I reverted to vanilla anti-aliasing, I think the game looks much better with this spring, the combo. I don't remember if I have the script in place. So it is going, no, I'm going to be a builder this time around, so it means I'm going to use 10 time scale. When I build, I have a higher time scale. Doing well, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I recently reverted back to the anti-aliasing as I mentioned, and the game, I noticed that the streams are much smoother as well. I guess it's easier for the processor to render all the information and everything just looked great. And let's even put the music on for this. It will fit. My cam is giving me troubles, so yesterday the power went down several times. I think it's because of that. I hope it's not toast. It's silent. I don't hear music. Wonder why. So other than that, I'm doing great. Like every time I play Fallout, I have more things I want to do. Now I'm in a place in my life where I can work on it, like I did the first time, and it really changes the way I look at things. It's like having energy to create changes and enjoy small things. Also try other mods. I like that. Let's walk home. Let's walk. Let's enjoy. Okay. Full HD. If you have things you want me to delay on, just let me know. I will show you soon. I will go and craft the new items, but the focus is more. Yeah, I also want to add something with special. I want to add my changes for specials to people. Automatic. I like this book. For everyone to use, even people who don't use immersive gameplay. I have to open the workshop. I wonder if there is a mod that removes Codsword from here. The things that you have to go through every time, at one point you just want to ignore them. I wonder what will happen to the game if I delete Codsword from my game. Good. Okay, so I added some the combat rifle light frame receiver and switch some ammo around, because I noticed that the 556 is effective if you go for headshots, which you will go more with the new slow time options I added to the game. And although I will not use this rifle. Right now I will use the rifle that I modded, that I added into the game. And okay, so let's just take what I need from here. Army fatigues. Combat knife. I will try to stay light with no extra items that I don't need. Okay. Dandy boy, let's take a little bit of everything. I will show you shortly. I added it to the craftable sections. This is why I went with the high perception. As you can see, this is the first time I'm not min-maxing in a long while. Like I don't even have one trait that is 10. Basically, this is recommended if you want to improve more in the game later, because when you reach level 15 you can add more traits. So my character will be much more powerful later on by not being a master of one particular skill. So I got pretty balanced all around. And now I'm going to add you know what, let's just do it here. Okay, so I got my rifle that I want. This is the, where's the hog? I put it in grenades. I hid it here. Okay, this is just a rifle, but now about the hotkeys. So because not everyone will visit the basement, especially if you start with a fast start and you just skip the basement. So first of all, you can craft the unarmed power armor hotkey and unarmed hotkey that are placed in the basement. You can craft them. All of these receipts, they're also available from the cooking station. And other than that, of course, here now you have a different focus slow time based on your perception, and it worked differently because I wasn't able to craft something that disabled them. I will try later on, but for now you just have different times you can choose, and this will give you plenty of digestible, like a gum-like items, weightless, that you can use to slow time. So if you choose, for example, the 5 seconds slow time, then you will be able to repeat the process after a quick recovery. I think for 5 seconds you can recover in 5 seconds, but if it's 30 seconds, for example, if you keep the time slow down for 30 seconds, then you will need about 30 seconds before you can use this item again. I did notice that when you use items for slow time, you can mix it up. Like if the 30 seconds is not working, 15 seconds will work, for example. So you can rotate them and try. But if you did 120 seconds and you move to 10 seconds, after the 10 seconds fades away, you will still need to wait another 120 seconds, at least 4 minutes to wait between uses. Let's just close the Discord here. Don't want any beeping. And now I will see. I will go with the 5 seconds, and I will go with I will also add, I will add all of them actually, maybe. And of course I will add 120 just to see how it works. I don't need the hotkeys because I will not use my fist to fight enemies. I have the combat knife, which I will only switch under special uses, and let's also add something, change the settings for, it's under MISC. Just whenever I enter a building. I don't plan on dying, but just in case. Okay, so now I need to craft a weapon. Also want to have the shortcuts. Let's do the... I will add them as a hotkey. The 5 seconds hotkey, and also I want the... if I'm going for a long haul. So if you have only a short encounter, maybe you will want to use just the 5 or 10 seconds, but if you have something longer, then it's possible to consider. What I like about changing the requirement from Steam packs to use water is that now I don't need to use 2 hotkeys for one thing. Instead of using 2, I just have. So let's find something to shoot. First I will edit the weapon. Weapon works, the weapon workbench. That was the weapon. Of course, weapon workbench. So just a rifle that I like. Oh, it does add a bit damage. Should make ammo maybe more important. Okay, so I just like bullets, so this is why I'm right now. This is my go-to gun. I like bullets and I like simple dots sights. Okay. I will keep it the same. Okay. So now let's find an example. Oh yeah, they were over here. Though this is like easy for me to... So now with slow time, you heard the sound. So this was with slow time. So it will also work outside. I think it will make it easier for people who are not who usually spend points on VATS and perception. It will make the game more fair because your movement speed is unchanged, so it's easier for you to surprise enemies when you use that. So the other blowfly I killed over there, that was with the slow time. Now I don't know how long you need to recover from it. So you can use it on and off. Just remember that when you use it, if you abuse it, for example, you will need more time to recover. So if you can get a shot without using it, it's better. And save it for when you need it. Or just go with 120, but then you need a lot of time to recover. What I like to do in every game is to only loot afterwards. So now I use it, for example, right before the blowfly move. I use it to get an easier shot on the blowfly. And now I will use it again. I don't know if it's you can't always know when it's working and when it's not. And what I noticed for PC users, the mouse sensitivity goes down a little bit. I wasn't able to change it so it doesn't slow down, that it stays the same. So the mouse sensitivity will go down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so now with my lower,
all by yourself.
You want to come with me, pal?
Okay then, let's stick together.
You are tired from lack of sleep. Okay, let's just go to Concord. I plan to be building a little bit more than I usually do, although I still stick to efficient type of building. Okay, so now, for example, I missed the... Because now I'm not using the 762, so sometimes takes more than one bullet. Let's see where it is. And when it will come at me, I will use the slow-mo. So now this was with a quick 5 second slow. Make it shooting bugs much easier. At 9 perception, which I currently have, it gives me 45% slow time. At 10 perception, it will be half. When you're aiming down sight, you can't use this slow time effect.
Inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
So now I'm using the 120 seconds for clearing this place. We'll see how it will feel like. So this is 120 seconds slow-mo with perception 9. Who is left alive? Killed to there. I think, yeah. Come on.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here. God damn it.
Please, go on.
A month ago, there were 20.
To fight out the camera.
Yesterday, there were
We're 8. Now we're 5. First it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
Sorry. Sounds rough.
God damn. Thanks. Good to meet someone who really cares. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
Let's hear it.
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school, pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
I like it.
Okay, I'm just going to rush through this conversation. And blah 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 blah. Yeah.
I'll help.
But we can't. Look.
Stupid grease jockey. Can't be too hard.
Well, all right.
Okay, so basically what I wanted to say right now, I'm going to keep it at perception 10 because it's like the current, from the beginning. I'm going to keep it at its current slow motion speed, which is half. I need to see, maybe it will be too powerful. It might be too powerful, but I do want to make it possible to play immersive gameplay with no deaths. So I don't have an issue with that being powerful. And about challenging, I will add. I'm planning on releasing a Vets patch soon, which will make the game harder. Also, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can play the game without this slow motion effect. But I do want the game to be more accessible for people who are less proficient with shooters. And also, I want to be able to do an Iron Man run. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's ripped. So that's basically the idea behind this. I hope you will enjoy it. We'll add some more things, fun things to do with the mod, and you will probably still die sometimes. But if you use it and you have high perception, you will die less. It does make perception more powerful. But considering before, if you didn't, like if you're a player that like me don't usually use perception, then it's would be a dump stat. So something like this would make it a non-dump stat. I also play with the tree a little bit. I'm going to invest my perks, which I haven't already. So I have this tree here, Rifleman, and I moved Vance around. So Vance now is at level 4, as you can see, instead of perception, intelligence. So Nerd Rage, I always wanted to keep Nerd Rage at 1 intelligence because you don't have to be smart or knowledgeable to be a nerd. And then we have a Scrapper, Gunnut, Medic. I moved Medic up to 4. Demolition Expert is now intelligence 5. Chemist, everything other than that is the same. I always want intelligence to be about crafting items, and so there's that. I moved things around here a little bit to make it look better. I just hated seeing the basher too tiny, and yeah, so now the gunner would look a bit smaller, but at least it looks more normal than before. I didn't like that when it was reverted. So, and I also moved the rifleman up, so you don't have to have any points in hey there, Sissy. How are you doing today? And so Rifleman is up to perception 1, so you don't have to have any points in perception. I also wanted to take the handguns to perception 2, but it looks weird. The commando and the handgun looked weird if I swap them around. So commando is perception 2 and child with gun is perception 3. Vance is 4. Also, I fixed the descriptions because I changed a bit the season pass patch. So now it will make changes, any changes I make easier. So you can see now Vance will help you display your grenade trajectory, which usually I think players who need grenade trajectories are players that use VATS or just use third person mode. So they will usually have more perception. So this will be useful for them. The awareness, I moved it down to 5. You can still use this slow motion instead of the slow motion I currently use. All down time slow effect. Yeah, it's same like with perception 10, it will be 50% slow motion. Same with 10 perception. But like at the beginning, it doesn't give you too much, but the more you wait, the better it works. Do I ever sleep? No, I never sleep. I highly focus on this now because before this I wrote my book and I edited it, and now I have time again to work on this while I wait for translation opportunities. So yeah, so I'm all about Fallout 4 now, and of course my beautiful little girl, who I love a lot, and I have to take care of her. Like like when I don't stream, even sometimes when I stream, you can see that she is always on me, like sleeping on me, and that's cool. It's great. So now it's the mod will look more polished for it. I still like the Lone Wanderer. It bothers me that it's higher, but I do want the Lone Wanderer to be only about 1 charisma, because you don't have friends. Like if you're Lone Wanderer, you don't need friends, and that's it basically. And let's kill that death claw quickly. So I think yeah, it's pretty powerful right now, the slow motion effect. What makes it less powerful is that sometimes it will not work when you want it to work, so you will grow to rely on it too much, and maybe there is something there's nothing I can do, I think, that can tell you if it's working or not, other than when you press it and you hear the sound, and like same like with Jet, but you don't know if it's slow time when you get out there, so it's a bit of still risky. Yeah, I'm sure she will. I will teach her from a young age how to control the mouse and give her better decision making. Also, I'm an impatient person, and that always gets me killed. But you know, a lot of these other days I played a lot with the Gauntlet, and the Gauntlet was actually bugged.
Boss, we got somebody up.
I like shooting them. Oh, I'm just becoming so good. This is now with no slow motion. I didn't invest perks. I forgot to spend perk points. I will do it after the combat. I don't like to do it midway. Also, power armor give you more. Now notice how quickly the power armor will end. Now lose, I'm sprinting and the fusion core is just draining up quickly. Who shot me? But now, for example, I press the it is working. The deathclaw is just stupidly fast. So now I press the long slow-mo for 2 minutes. Yeah, I did get him, the headshot, I thought so. So where is the deathclaw? Where is the deathclaw? I think ran away to heal. So now it was still with the slow motion. Here. So you can choose between, as I said, between 5 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and everything will like work. So it does make the game easier. And yeah, I'll still see. Maybe I will consider to slow it down a little bit, make it faster for the casual patch, and find some sort of middle ground between the vets. Ported powerful battle rifle. So as you can see, the fusion core is almost gone. I think it's just where I want it to be. And can I make it through?
Easy, mama. You okay?
Definitely sure. Yeah, the graphic 20 years from now will look so much better.
I'm just glad you're an artist.
Stop kidding yourself. You're nothing to me.
You know, you talk like a jerk, but you still helped us out, whether you wanted to or not. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives.
Minuteman. Jesus.
I give him fusion cells. No, that's not good
You're
for the old
welcome.
tech patch.
Anytime.
Well, since you say that,
My
you
character
come
is a bit
sanctuary
crazy.
with us.
All right, Garb. Okay. I'm
Okay,
listening.
just skipping through, just skipping through. I'm here for the combat and build its elements.
That's
This is the problem with the
We talked about this. That
when it's
jump
always the same, when you go through the same scenario and just want to skip through it. But the fighting, like you never know exactly how it will be. So that's the difference. Okay, I'm just going to loot here. First time I was here, I didn't loot really.
it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place, mama.
This was a bit reckless. I didn't open the room because I was moving quickly. And reckless opening. So far I didn't get hit because of this slow motion thing. I think, or maybe with the power armor I got it. I got a bit hit with the power armor
Take it easy. We're all in this together.
while I rushed through. But yeah, so it makes perception powerful.
Anybody?
It was always powerful with the slow mo from aiming, but this is more consistent, which is why it's better. I will need to see about speed. What do you guys think? Like the right speed should be? Meds for being impatient? I don't think so. Just need to find the right role. This is why I like to play a... I don't play... If I would play a multiplayer game, I would not play a sniper. I would always play something like more like straight into the middle of the combat. Just rush in and... Jet. Okay, so Jet, I want to make Jet also based on perception. Just empower you more. Because now it works the same as Jet. I still didn't update the Jet. But it will be just a more powerful version of this cam. Of this effect, perception effect. So if you will have a low perception, it will be less powerful than it was before for you. But Jet is highly addictive now, and you can't be immune to addictions, and also healing addictions will be harder. Warm fusion core. I want to do the super soldier. What do you mean the super? Like you mean the game harder, or your character is able to do more? Like this is exactly what I was going with this thing, with this slow motion. Like you feel like a badass. This is what I liked about Mass Effect when they added the adrenaline effect in Mass Effect 2. Actually, over there it was more powerful than this slow mo, because over there it was about third of, when you had it up, it would be a third of the time slowed down. It's just now I'm able to aim better than I was over there. I wonder how it will feel like to play that game again. Now when I can aim better. Okay. So that's basically the it was pretty strong, and then they lowered it to 50% in Mass Effect 3. They lowered that effect to half real time, which is just what you would have here at Perception 10. So if you want to be as strong as Commander Shepard, you need 10 perception. And I think because many people have hard time with immersive gameplay, so maybe this is fair for the first version. I don't want to keep people out. I can always have more things to make the game harder or easier. The general version, like the regular version, it's for mostly new players who come to immersive gameplay, or people already familiar with immersive gameplay but want to try not to die, because I consider the Iron Man challenge the ultimate challenge when it comes to video games, and I do want to make it possible. So I want your character to be powerful within the limits of the game. So die more. Okay, I will add the vet version for you. I will create a vet version. I will upload it on all platforms. What usually kill you right now, Antonio? What type of things kill you? And where do you spend most of your special points? Okay, let's throw all the rifle. Although that's a powerful button. Maybe I'll keep it. Recoil. I'm doing. I have minigun. Why do I need a minigun? I don't need a minigun. This is why I can't carry anything. Okay, I do want to kill more things right now before I farm. Let's eat something to let's see. Let's eat Daddy Boy apples. Okay. Where do you guys think the best place to go? I can go to Lexington, I can go east, and I can go south. I got plenty of bullets for the powerful battle rifle. Okay, I'm going to dump the ammo in Red Rocket, and then I'm gonna go somewhere. Although now is 10 o'clock, so maybe... Okay, so just going to spend some perks here. Rifleman training, rifleman, live in American legend, yeah. I like to be able to hit where I am. And also I want to be... I can't be a local leader yet. I can't be a local leader yet. Okay, let's also take one in awareness. Right now still gives experience boost. And what else do I want? Yeah, let's be a more day person. Strong bones. I like the strong bones. Now I also feel, since I changed its name from adamantium to strong bones, I like it more, the idea behind it. Okay, so I have strong bones and toughness. Before I used to take toughness a lot. It's actually, I believe it's more useful now from immediate death. On NPCs, kill me now. Do you use VATS when you play? Okay. Bye bye SCC. Thanks for stopping by. Do you use VATS or do you use my immersive gameplay HUD, Antonio? Big leagues. Anything else I want here? Probably I would have to take strong back. Let's take the strong back. Okay, let's dump all the ammo. And okay, I have to take a break here because my wife asked me to do something with her, and I will come back later. So this is a new playthrough I will start, at least until I take the castle. That's my plan, and I will try to stay alive as much as I can without dying. It was a long time has passed since I managed to do an Iron Man run of any sort in any game. So that's my goal right now. And thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow.